Central Illinois, Peoria Richwoods gave Peoria and Notre Dame a soccer battle tonight in the Big 12, but the Irish are going to win it with highlight goals. For 30 minutes, it was 0-0. Richwoods is right in the game. Their goalie, Henry Droz, one of the best goalies in the area, keeping the Irish out of the net until the 31st minute when the ball found the foot of Caden Hudson. Just a brilliant goal by Hudson. Takes it to the right side, swings, and puts it in the upper 90. A remarkable strike by Hudson that even had Caden smiling with that one. 1 or 2 minutes later, in the 33rd minute, they strike again. Max Mattarelli to Thatcher Hogan to Caden Hudson. Flicks this one home. It's 2-0 Irish at halftime. Second half, Max Mattarelli is going to blast one. It comes right back to him. He takes out the wedge and chips it in. Oh, that's pretty too. Mattarelli with a beautiful chip shot to make it 3-0. Later, Sebastian Salazar off the post. Braden Pinkston the rebound. The Irish win it. It was a good game, but the Irish win it 4-0. Normal Community at Peoria today, and boy, Peoria High played great. Eric Montoya was one of the best players on the field. He scores on a beautiful strike right here as Peoria High tied this game 1-1 late first half. But Normal Community's Joyce Lebica scored a couple of goals. He scores right here. Later, Cooper Lee to Lebica or point blank for another one. Normal Community wins it 5-2. Middle Illini Soccer, Washington all over East Peoria. They scored 7 goals in the first 10 minutes. Hudson Scribner to Eric Nolte, who stops, fires, scores. Pretty by Nolte having a big year. Later, it's going to be John Cliff scoring. Washington's a big winner. Dunlap was also a big winner tonight over Canton. The big story in the Middle Illini was Morton at Limestone. Alex McKee to Boaz Olden for the go-ahead goal. Potters lead 2-1. But Will Herman and the Rockets defense terrific. Limestone scored 3 second-half goals and stuns Morton. A big win for the Rockets. 3-2. Central State 8 soccer. It's Normal U High taking on Jacksonville. Owen Passetti right here. Beautiful moves, and from the top of the box buries it to make it 1-0 in the 29th minute. Then in the 40th minute, just before halftime, Noah Molitor is going to score, and Normal U High is on their way to a 3-1 win. Now to volleyball, we start with undefeated Normal West hosting Danville tonight, and the Wildcats stay undefeated. Lady Thompson's going to set up Olivia Zemer for the kill right here. So many weapons on Normal West. Shelby sending it here to Ellie Rink, senior to senior for a kill. Then it's going to be Shelby Sennett on the ace, and when Normal West gets an ace, just like when we do a good newscast, we all spin around, and they all spin around on their way to a victory tonight. Normal Community across town taking on Champaign Central. I always get Centennial and Central confused. Champaign Central, Samantha LeCamp to Maggie Michaels for the kill. Later, Alana Whitfield with a big swing, and on the overpass, Maya Olson puts it away. Normal Community a winner in 2. East Peoria taking on first place Morton tonight in the Middle Illini. Alyssa Red to freshman Addie Duncan for the kill for East Peoria, but here come the Potters. Hannah Newkirk to Abby Van Mennen, and Van Mennen introduces the ball to the ground. Later, Carly Whitaker with the big swing and a kill by the lefty. And the Potters are winners tonight in 2. Washington hosting Dunlap. This was a terrific match at the Panthers Den. Caroline Holmes to Chloe Roberts for the Dunlap kill. But Washington comes back. Katie Bishop to Aubrey Herkus. And Herkus, a nice swing right there, making the highlights. Later, it's going to be a block by Brooklyn Schulte. She's all fired up. In 3, Washington beats Dunlap. Limestone and Metamora went 3 as well. This is a dandy match. Mia Lamberti's going to serve up an ace right here. She's one of the better servers in the area for Limestone. Metamora came back to win the second set. Ella Miller to Kaylee Shashelsky for a kill for the Birds. But the super sophomores, Bryn Williamson, the bump set. Lamberti the kill. Limestone the win in 3. Rockets beat Redbirds. The Big 12 golf finals today at Kellogg Golf Course. How about Parker McDermott at Normal West? He birdied 1. He birdied 2. He stepped up to number 3. And he hit it right at the cup. That's a good shot. That's a 3rd straight birdie from McDermott, who winds up the individual champion. Brock Brown actually matched McDermott, lost in a playoff for the individual title. He finished 2nd, but well, he's pretty good here on number 4. On the par 3, he hits a 50-degree wedge about 2 feet away. And Peoria Richwoods, their first ever Big 12 golf title as Brown rolls in the birdie. Congratulations to Coach Hogan and the Knights today. The Intercity Cross Country meet at Maxwell Park. Normal West is the girls team champion, led by individual, slow down, Jim, led by individual champion Renee Warren. Normal U High, the boys team champion, led by Sean Cade. You see it's